So you know what I'm more excited about?
What?
I told you this when we talked on the phone. Not what necessarily can bring you value, but where people waste money. So you called me the other day and you said, hey, I need to know the top 5 things that I should do to my house to increase the value.
Yes.
Right? So I got those for you.
Great.
And I want your feedback on these because I think some might surprise you, some might not surprise you. My first thing is kitchens.
Okay.
Absolutely put money into kitchens. And I'm thinking about not like a brand new house, right? Because we got you a brand new house. But if it's an older house, what do you think are some of the things you should do to a kitchen to update it?
Put in new appliances.
Perfect.
Great.
Tick. What else?
Maybe add paint or a backsplash.
Perfect. Painting though, don't do it yourself. I can't tell you the number of homes I've seen where people have put in the listing, updated cabinets, and you go see them and there's paint drips down, everything.
Update your cabinets.
Well, absolutely. So you can paint them, right? But get it done professionally.
Okay.
That's my advice. Talking of cabinets, what else could you do to them?
I think that's all I can think of right now.
Hardware.
Hardware.
Add on some knobs or some handles.
Okay.
But again, if you're not super handy, have a handyman come in and do it, because I once bought a house in Red Feather where literally the cabinets had 3 separate holes in them where the homeowner got it wrong. I got the house really cheap.
Jeez.
But yeah, that didn't look pretty. So countertops, update cabinets, hardware.
Okay.
What else?
I don't know.
Countertops.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
But countertops are expensive, right?
Yes.
So don't go ahead and put in like fancy marble. Quartz is great. Quartz is still not that cheap. Can you think of another option that's maybe a little less than quartz? Butcher block.
Yes. No.
Butcher block. Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Butcher block, you can go out to Home Depot and Lowe's. They sell it pretty inexpensively. It's not difficult for a carpenter to put it in. You've got to season it, otherwise it can like get dinged up and scratched. But butcher block is like 1/5 of the cost of quartz.
Great.
All right.
Good to know.
So other than kitchens, what would be next on the list, you think?
Bathrooms?
Give the girl a trophy. What on a bathroom can you do?
You can update the countertops.
You are getting into the sweet
Paint?
of this. Yep.
Appliances. Hardware.
Hold on. Appliances in your bathroom?
Appliances. Toilet. Like a new toilet.
Okay.
If
Yep.
the one you got is not good.
Absolutely.
Hardware.
Hardware.
Paint.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mirror?
Yeah.
Light fixture?
Yep.
Shower head.
Yes.
Yes.
You got. Well, I was gonna say those, but we didn't let me get that.
Well, this is like a collaboration. Yeah, get one of those shower heads that's like a Costa Rican rainforest experience.
Yes.
And they're what, like $100,
I
right?
need one of those.
Well, Christmas is coming up.
Great.
No, it's February. All right, kitchens, bathrooms. What else?
Bedrooms.
Yeah, I mean, paint, right?
Yeah.
But
Flooring. Carpets. I'm just trying to think.
Flooring and carpet. What about the yard? That's really inexpensive
Why?
because most people can do it themselves, right? I mean, maybe not everybody can lay sod, but you can get decorative rock. I'm a huge fan of xeriscaping.
Okay.
No, it's great, especially in northern Colorado where water's expensive. If you live in Wellington like your mom does, right? Your mom's super lucky because her house is on non-potable water.
Right.
But if you live in a neighborhood where you're watering your yard from city water,
I think my neighborhood is mostly xeriscaped. Xeriscaped.
just say it with an accent, you can get away with it.
Xeriscaped.
Put on your best British accent. No, I love xeriscaping, especially a front yard.
Yeah.
Because if you've got front and backyard, most people use their backyards, right?
Right.
So yeah, super inexpensive. And the city of Fort Collins gives away free mulch.
Great.
So
Didn't know that.
there you go. You can borrow my trailer.
Great. Even better.
Kitchens, bathrooms, landscaping.
What else?
Update your garage.
Never heard of that one.
How often does Josh spend in the garage working on cars?
A lot
There you go.
of time.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead and make a gearhead smile. You know, you can paint the floor in the garage. You can insulate it as well.
Okay.
Can't tell you the number of times that I've showed houses, and if the buyers are coughing at it, they walk in the garage and it's all decked out.
I think mine is insulated, but I do want to paint
Yeah.
the walls to make it more presentable.
There you go. I know I've given you some good painters.
Yep.
Last thing, and this is pretty easy, add some home tech. Get rid of that 1980s doorbell. And then thermostats have changed
Gosh, I need to get one.
so much. I'll often sit in bed and like adjust the temperature
I need one.
of the basement
Mm.
because that's costing us money,
Right.
but also it gives the impression, I think, to a new homeowner that you've cared for the house.
Totally.
So you know what I'm more excited about?
What?
I told you this when we talked on the phone. Not what necessarily can bring you value, but where people waste money. That to me is like a real hot topic.
Yeah.
So I help people buy houses, right? Helped you buy your place. I help people sell houses, helped your sister a couple of times too. And people go ahead and do things to homes and then put them on the market. And I walk in, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did you do there?
Why did you do that?
Why'd you do that? So what do you think the number one thing is on my list here?
Putting money into, I don't know.
I'm going to help you out.
Yes.
Solar.
Really?
Yes.
Don't do it.
Well, there's a caveat, right?
Okay.
So a couple of things to think about. When you come to sell your home, 95% of the time, the buyer's going to have the home appraised.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that the appraiser is going to give value to the upgrade that you did on the home. So I've had clients call me and say, hey, Robert, we're going to sell the house next year. So we're going to put solar on our house to increase the value. Don't do it,
Don't do it.
right? If you put solar on your house, you want to make sure you're going to stay there 5, 6, 7 years. And you can do the math. But if you're thinking of selling in a year, you don't go and drop $20,000 on a solar panel system.
Okay.
What's after solar?
I'm not sure.
Basements.
Okay.
Probably twice last year.
I like a good basement.
I know you do, but don't go and put money into a basement with the intention of selling a
Selling.
house.
Okay.
Because right now, the average price point in Fort Collins, $500,000 to $600,000. Do you know what it costs to put a bedroom, a bathroom, and a rec room? Price per square foot?
A lot of money.
Take a guess, price per square foot.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
Maybe 100,000 for the whole thing.
I'll put about half that, right?
Okay.
So if we're doing price per square foot, you're looking at about $85.
You also have to think about all the furniture that you're putting into it to make it livable.
There you go.
I don't know if it would be 100,000, but
No, I mean, that's going to add up and
Right.
add up.
right.
So if we know it's $85 a square foot to finish the basement, if you put the house on the market the next day, how much per square foot would the
Probably half of that.
less than?
Okay.
You probably, nice guess though, you're probably at about $35 a square foot.
Wow.
So if you own a home and you plan on living there 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Fine.
10 years, how about it?
Right.
Go for it.
Right.
But if you're thinking of like, how do I improve my house to get more money for it? Kitchens and bathrooms, we know, right?
Yep.
So solar's a no-no,
Okay.
basement's a no-no.
Right.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Don't do over-expensive upgrades.
Like,
Like imported tile from El Salvador, right?
Okay.
Again, the appraiser is not going to differentiate between imported tile from El Salvador versus the nice tile that you just bought at Home Depot.
good point.
Similarly, things like faucets. I have seen like super fancy faucets. Appraiser doesn't care. Heard a story once of a seller who went ahead and took the staves out of French wine barrels,
Oh my gosh.
had them sanded down and installed in their kitchen, and wanted like
A bunch of money for
Yeah.
them.
Guess what the appraiser said? Nice doors. Do you think the appraiser gave any extra money?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay.
And similarly, even though I said before, put some money into your landscaping,
Right.
don't put too much money
Okay.
into your landscaping.
Okay.
There was a house for sale quite a few years ago. where the seller had gone ahead and put all this ornamental landscaping in, trees from Japan.
Oh,
Well, guess what? That $3,000 tree from Japan, if you give to somebody like me, it's probably going to die, right?
right.
And then is the house worth $3,000 less? No, right? So appraisers don't want to give value to excessive, crazy koi ponds
Right.
and fountains imported from Versailles, France, right?
Right.
So, keep that pretty simple.
Awesome.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Any other questions for me?
I don't think so.
Thank you, Juliana.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. There you go. You did it.
I didn't know you were starting.
Oh,
And I was
there's a kind of like pointing at you.
I know, but you were like, cut. Action.